Ich lerne seit 21 Tagen Deutsch.
Wir sehen Deutsch. Hallo, sprichst du Deutsch? Ja, klar. Ich will am Wochenende mit Freunden gut Deutsch sprechen. So it's supposed to be like ü. Perfect, sounds very nice. Yes!
Also, ich heiße Cesar and welcome to another week of learning German. This is week 3, day 15 to 21. And if this is the first video you're watching from the series, you can start here, but I would also recommend you to watch the first 2 ones, which you can do clicking right here. And before actually starting showing you my progress, I want to say you some stuff. First is that I'm learning German from zero almost 2 hours per day, and I am live streaming the whole process also here in the same channel. Second is that I'll be doing this for 2 months, and my goal in the end is to have a basic conversation with a native German in the Tandem app. This one. And third is that the whole method I'm using to study is well explained in the first video of this series. But the quick version is 3 pillars. First, unlocking the logic of the language. Second, learning the vocabulary people actually use in normal conversations. And third, lots of German culture since day one. And the goal for this week was to learn the thing that everyone says is one of the most difficult in German language. The cases. So let me show you how it went, because this week was way more challenging than I was expecting it to be. Starting with day 15. The day we started learning Unlock 1.4, the case machine. Last week I learned that the cases exist, but this week I learned where they live. Not inside the words changing it all the time, in the little word in front of it. Mann is always Mann. What changes is the badge in front of it, and that badge tells you the job. And since the badge is telling you the job, the order of the sentence doesn't have to. For example, in these 2 sentences here, the order is the same, what is changing is the badge in front. And even though it wasn't that hard to actually understand the concept, it was the challenge of this week to start internalizing it. Because my brain wants the order to tell who does what. And German just doesn't care about that. So yeah, this was the beginning of understanding the concepts. Now, in the next days, we're gonna practice it a lot. Believe me. And so, day 16. And I did what I've always been doing when something doesn't enter my brain. I built a little exercise to practice it. So this is the little app I've done only to practice the case machine. And the machine is 2 questions in order. What job is this word doing in the sentence? And what gender is it? So for example, ich gebe der Frau den Schlüssel. I give the woman the key. Ich is doing it. The woman is receiving. And she is die. So die, when it's receiving, turns into der, which is very confusing to me. I won't talk much about that right now. And the key is the target. So since it's der Schlüssel and Schlüssel is being the target, it becomes dem Schlüssel. And that's what you have to do very fast in your mind every time you want to say something in German. Who is doing what in the sentence and what is the gender of everything, because they change based on what they are doing. Like, it would take a lot of time for me to internalize this, I know. But then after practicing for a while, this happened.
Unlock 1.4 case marks the road, not the order. Course complete, 71% clean, so we did great.
And I was very proud of it because, you know, like, it's working, I'm learning. That's the best feeling that you can have when you are learning a language. And to finish the day, I decided to go to one of the German classes that happens inside of Tandem with Deutsch Connect. Mine was A1, A2 level, and it helped me a lot, as always. Because you can study alone and it's good to study and to see progress, but it's also always good to talk to real people and to have someone to reply to your questions, you know? And the best part, that it's free. If you're also learning German or any other language, you can download the Tandem app too. And there you can have this language exchange. Like you are a native of German and you want to learn English, so it will pair you up with people that want to learn German and are natives of English, you know? You also have features in the chat like translating without needing to go outside of the app. And as I was saying, these parties where you can listen to people practice your listening, or you can also join them and speak about any subject. Those parties happen literally every day. And guess what? I also have my own featured parties every Thursday in the Tandem app. So if you want to come and practice with me, you're welcome. I'll let the link to download in the pinned comment and also in the description with a code for you to have 30 days of Tandem Pro. So I hope to see you there. And then day 17, which was supposed to just be another practice day. And I found out that German has 2 sounds for E hiding behind the same letter. And I have been saying words wrong because of this the whole week.
Okay, so E plus consonant and vowel. So the lieben, hegen, wenig. Okay. And then when we have E plus 2 or more consonants, it's short and open. So gern, her, bet.
But the thing that really got me that day was German apartment. In some places, your rental contract can tell you how many times a day you can open your window. Like, what? But of course, we couldn't stay out of problems this week also. And in that day, during live streaming the studying session, my screen started to freeze. And that was frustrating, you know, because the studying was going very well and I wanted to keep going, but I didn't know what was happening. I tried to fix it, but it was happening again, and I tried to fix it and it was happening again and again and again. Sometimes the best thing you can do instead of trying to fix it again is just go to rest and start again the next day. And that's what I did. And with that, we come to day 18. Almost 3 hours of studying with a little bit of everything. First, the flashcards. I haven't done them for a while to focus in the unlock, and also because I felt that I was being able to recognize words but not to produce from my own mind. You know, like I could read the flashcard, understand what it meant, but when I was trying to create my own sentences, the same words that I could recognize, I wasn't being able to speak it, to remember it. So I've created a few new features in the flashcard app to help me exactly with that. Like after being able to recognize the word a few times, the same word appeared to me in English for me to translate it to German instead of seeing it in German and recognizing it again. We've also learned that Germans pay a mandatory TV and radio fee. Like why? What if I don't watch TV? Is it actually true? But the best part was when we watched a 30-minute video explaining the whole history of Germany. It was amazing to see how that land that is Germany now became Germany and how it was like thousands years ago, and the whole process, you know, was fascinating. And then we come to day 19. In that space between day 18 and 19, it had like a few days that I didn't study, but not as much as the last week where we spent like 7 days without studying at all. So I didn't forget much stuff, okay? It was just life happening again. And this day was basically a practice day, starting with 1 hour only on flashcards. And then we come through the verbs that split, like anfangen. And I wasn't understanding very well like why verbs does that. So I asked AI to help me and explain like he was for 5 years old so I could get a better visualization of it. I love doing that because it's always funny the explanation that comes from it. For example, this one said that the verb is a little dog wearing a hat. In the dictionary version, like the formal version that you learn, the hat is in the dog's hat. But when the dog runs into a sentence, like when the verb is actually being used into a sentence, the hat blows to the end of the sentence, where you can see that funga is in the beginning of the sentence and then un is in the very end. And the sentence doesn't mean anything until the head comes to the end. And this is also something that is being challenging for me to understand in German, like how you have to wait until the last word of the sentence to be able to actually understand stuff. You know, like it's very different for me. And then something unexpected happened. As I said, I do all my studies live streaming. So remember how in the past week a German native came to the chat and said to me that my pronunciation got better? This week a new person came to the chat and said to me where I had to fix it because I was saying lots of things wrong. Yeah. For example, this word, I was saying mich with this R, but he said it's like Mia. 3 weeks doing it wrong and I had no idea. So I asked him something and this is where the whole week changed. So he said I was doing a good job overall, but the vowels with those 2 little things on top are my main problem right now. And then I said, okay, I'm gonna make an exercise to fix that. And then at day 20, he came back. So the live stream stopped being about my practice and started being a class. He taught me some important things, like how Germans usually drop the E at the end of the verbs when they speak. For example, ich komme becomes ich komme. His exact words were, we Germans are lazy. And then we started practicing the survival kit, which is what you have to say when you are in the middle of the conversation and you don't know what the other person said or you want them to repeat. So the conversation keeps running in German instead of going back to English. And then he taught me how to say the ST sound in the most creative way. Because for example, I was saying verstehen when it was supposed to be verstehen. And how to do that? It's literally like you would say shit, but without the I in the middle. So shit. Verstehen. So you see, that's the importance of you being able to practice with real people. First, because you kind of create a friendship, you know, and it's so cool that you are being able to understand things in the native language of someone else and it makes you connect easier, and second, because that person can help you a lot in the process. So that's only a quick reminder that you can always do that for free with Tandem, so don't forget to download it. And in the end of the day, we learned that one of the most popular dishes for dinner in Germany is pasta. And I was shocked, first of all, because I learned that Germany is fascinated by bread, and now pasta is one of the most popular dishes. I thought this was mainly an Italian thing, you know? And then we decided to watch some easy German, not this low one, the normal one. 3 weeks after I've watched my first video in easy German and I said that I couldn't understand anything, now I could understand lots of words in the normal speed of the language. And we are not even a month in. I was so happy with that. And then day 21 came, and of course I had to do something to practice the pronunciations that I've been learning in the past days. So this exercise is meant to help me with all the different sounds that German has, mainly with the ones that I'm struggling the most. And I want to thank you, Em, because if you never came to the chat, I would never start doing that. And I think it's important because if I learn too much of German without working the pronunciation, I can start making mistakes that it will be very, very hard for me to fix after so many times of doing it wrong. So being able to notice that in the beginning and to work in the pronunciation while I'm still a beginner in the language will help me a lot. And it was a disaster. By far, this was one of the most difficult exercises that I've done so far. I couldn't hear the difference of the vowels. I was doing everything wrong. And the worst one for me was Bruder and Bruder. I still don't know the difference and don't even know if I'm doing it right. But this is something we will work more in the next week. And the next video will be a very special one because it will be the first month of studying German. I'm really excited to see the whole progress together. And if you are excited too, don't forget to subscribe and watch it when it comes out. And after so much practice, finally we get to the unlock 2.1. And the whole idea is that to talk about the past, German breaks the verb in half. One piece near the front and the other falls all the way to the end, and everything else sits in the middle waiting. Very similar to the bracket unlock that we did in the first video. So for example, ich habe einen Film gesehen. I watched a film. Habe near the front and gesehen at the very end. And to finish with the unlock, we did a little bit of practice just to start internalizing it. So here we are, 3 weeks of learning German. I had a challenge for day 21, but it ended up not happening because the case machine took me a lot of practice to start learning it. And also this pronunciation practice came along, and I'm not sad that I didn't do the challenge because this is something that will be very, very good to do by the end of the first month, so then we can see how much we've actually learned. So again, I studied an average of 2 hours of German every day, which means now we have something around 46 hours studied. So if you want to learn with me, or if you are native German and you want to help me, I'm doing live streams basically every day in the same channel. If you want to talk to me directly, you can come to my Tandem featured parties, which are happening every Thursday. And you can also see when the other ones are happening in this schedule here, which you can access with this link. Also, don't forget to use your 30 days of Tandem Pro when you download it. And I hope you are as excited as I am with this project, and I will see you in the next video with lots of improvements in the German language. Tschüss!